Yo, what's going on, guys? Big Country here, back at it again with another Clash Clans video. I wanted to make this video because my thrower army that I use currently was inspired off of this cookbook army. This army is genuinely so good. Head over to the cookbook and look at Town Hall 17 Fireball Madness. This thing has 6 healers, 10 throwers, 3 roots, and 2 yetis. It actually works. Today I went 3-11 with it pretty easily. I actually had a time fail at the very end, which kind of sucked. Really, I just want to show people how to use this army because it's so accessible in the cookbook tab. It does have some weird things like the earthquake boots and the rage vial on the king is kind of funny watching him run around like all small. The funnel does need a little bit of work, but you do have the arrow and the healers on the queen. You have the haste vial and the hogs on the RC, so the RC walks way far ahead of the hogs and then like usually dies, but you just got to use her really, really well. This army is a lot more accessible to use for most players because it actually only has one piece of epic equipment in the entire army. So let me show you some of the hits I did with this cookbook army and just how strong it really is. All right, first attack here with the cookbook army. So this is really how you do it. You want to get a fireball down. So I'm going to fireball this Inferno Tower in the very, very core of this base. And I'm going to need to drop a rage spell here to keep him alive because there's going to be a ricochet and a multi hitting him. And it should only take 3 invis spells to get onto that multi Inferno, and I'll get so much value here. So I'm going to invis my Warren just to keep him alive. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Right onto the Inferno Tower. And then you're going to pull the Warden. So I'm going to pull him with all 10 of the throwers. There's 10 of them, which is wild. And the Yetis go with the throwers. If you funnel with the Yetis with your queen, the healers actually follow the Yetis. So don't do that. And then we're going to funnel just with the queen. It's not a lot to funnel, but it actually gets the job done pretty well. So keep the healers in the rages. So I just dropped one on the healers there. And then we have one more. The king not having the spike ball is a little bit like, it kind of sucks, but honestly, if I can still triple some really good bases with this army, which is kind of crazy. And so I'm just going to wait this one out. I have an invis spell left, but I think I'm going to activate my king here pretty soon. Maybe not, because I think there's some roots alive still to get through to this town hall. Okay, perfect. We're actually going to make it in there. And I'm holding off on my RC right now because I'm trying to see really where my main army goes. So if my king goes down here to this Inferno Tower, okay, please go down. Perfect. I'm going to use him. Look how fast he goes with the rage. He's not even like, it's so weird seeing him like small because usually you pair it with the giant gauntlet. But it's just like, it's so weird. I've never seen it before until I use this. So we're going to drop the RC here over on the right side. And she should clean up the rest of this base. And there's, my thrower army is this army, but so much better. Like all of the parts of this army that are weak, I improved with my thrower army. But honestly, this version still works. It's not as strong, but if you don't have the epic equipment for it, you can use this army and it works perfectly fine. So let's hop into the next one. Okay. Ooh, got a double rage. You always want to fire. Oh no, it's a poison. So I'm gonna try and fireball this core here. And I'm gonna place him out of the range of this air defense here, and we should be fine. And I've also found, so I'm gonna use a Yeti here. They are good for helping the Warden walk as well, because you can just take out defenses pretty easily, like the Warden like might fireball. So you can save some invis spells just by placing the Yetis on like Teslas and stuff. So we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna drop a rage here, and once I get this monolith down, I'm gonna go here. Perfect. We just get a fire spitter and the rage compartment down. That's fine. I'm gonna start my throwers. Ooh, I'm gonna start them this way. Oh, we pulled the tornado. That's good. So just gonna spam everything down, and then we'll funnel with just the queen. So I have the giant and a wall breaker and an ice golem with my thrower army. Like, it just works a lot better. But it actually, the arrow actually works pretty well getting invis towers down. So like because that's what the ice block spell is for, to counter those. But you can just like get them down with the arrow. So Here, I'm just going to go into this base. I'm going to keep those healers in the rage spell. What is my king doing? He's just like going back and forth. And I'm gonna use the rage spell here. It sucks not having the spiky ball, but we're gonna make do. King, please go in. I'm just gonna open this because I think all my roots are dead, and I need to see where I need to put my RC here because don't have the boots with her, so it kind of sucks. But it still works. It really does. I'm going to place her here at the top to get this Inferno Tower and just kind of help my queen out a little bit. And throwers are still going. And then there's 6 healers in this army, which is really, really weird. But it actually kind of works because there's more healers to heal all the throwers, and they kind of like split up. And I don't know, it kind of works. So I'm going to use my RC here. And hopefully she doesn't go too far ahead of the hogs and just kill herself. But she will get... Please get the ricochet again down. That'd be huge. Oh, she's going to go invis again. She's going to get the multi-archer. Hit the Giga Bomb. Got just absolutely clapped there. But Warden's going to get this ricochet right here. 25 seconds left, but I think I'll be fine because the queen is still alive on the outside. It looks like every single one of my throwers is alive. Time is really the only thing with this army, and it's just, I don't know. It actually works, so. Alright, next base here. Okay, kind of underleveled, but it is the beginning of the season. Hook's at the bottom, and we got an invis. So this is where the arrow actually comes into play a little bit, so I will try and invis, or get that invis down, but I'm just going to fireball this rage compartment right. So we'll just go here. Just get it on the rage compartment. Simple fireball. Nothing crazy. And now I'm going to start the funnel. So we'll just go... I'm going to start them going left. So we're just going to go this way with all of them. Put the Yetis down. Put a Yeti there. And then... Okay, so I put the Yeti way too close to my queen there. And now the healers are following the Yeti. So don't do what I just did. The king's going to come out, but I think my queen will get the king down. Troop launcher, don't forget the troop launcher. Forgot to put that down. Make them invis. Army's kind of splitting up here, and there's great. There's 3 ice golems there in the CC. Throwers will get the town hall down here, and now you got to figure out where you're gonna put your RC down. So I'm gonna put mine at the top here, and she should actually do pretty good work going around the side of this base. But oh, and the king's going in. I'm gonna use the king ability now. Open up all these walls. Look at him go. He's just like, he's so fast. And then I'll use the RC ability here. She should get, okay, she'll get the opposing RC and queen down with the haste vial. Actually kind of works for some reason. And the king is gonna go down to the single inferno. But look how much is alive. Like, this was kind of an under-leveled base for sure. But if this was a max base, it would be the same result. Like, this army actually works, and Supercell kind of cooked a little bit because it actually works surprisingly really well. And they listened to the feedback because the original Cookbook armies were so bad, and they did make them pretty viable. So I'm honestly not complaining at all. All right, next base here. This looks so weird. The hook's at the top, but I'm gonna try and fireball this multi, but I'm gonna make my warden invis first. So we'll just go drop the invis. We'll go here, and then I think it's gonna go 1, 2. Perfect. We get the monolith, the hook. We get all of that. That's perfect. These bases are pretty weird just because of how early in the season it is, so I'm gonna get some like really crappy bases, but some of them are pretty good. Okay, they're gonna go the right way. I'm gonna rage them up. The arrow and healers on the queen are not doing bad for funneling, but I do prefer the giant. But honestly, if you don't have it, this proves that you can use that combo. they're just gonna go here in the core, here, and okay, my queen or my king's gonna go completely out. I think he's not gonna go the right way, and I need to see where I need to put my RC. I'm gonna save my invis. Actually, I'm gonna place my RC over here. They're kind of just getting stuck in the core. I don't know what's going on. I think all the roots died. King don't... Oh, the king. No. That sucks. I'm going to make my queen invis here just to keep her alive. I think the throwers can reach the town hall, or they can reach the expos. I'm not sure. RC's going to have to fight the king on her own a little bit. The town hall is going to be the last thing to go down on this base. But we're gonna get the triple here. Yeah, we're gonna get the triple. Queen dies, but the RC and, like, I'm pretty sure all the throwers are alive right now. They'll get the town hall, and we're gonna be fine here. This is just not a really good base, but just proves that the Cookbook army, you know, does work. All right, look. Oh my. What is this abomination of a base? I'm just gonna put my warden up here and do a simple fireball. I feel like it doesn't even matter what I fireball in this base. So we're just gonna get the monolith down. Okay, we're just gonna get that entire corner down. And this is more about the concept of this attack, not really like hitting this base in particular, like a really, really good base. But just get that fireball down, get a really simple fireball, funnel with your queen. Put everything, literally spam the only 4 things that you have in this army, and just keep the healers raged up. So let's see. This base is just an eyesore. It's hurting my eyes. I got up pretty far, I feel like, from yesterday, like in my trophies. So I expected to see some like actual good bases. But we're just gonna put the RC here at the bottom. King's in the inside. Now if I had the spiky ball here, that'd be pretty crazy. But we're just gonna use the good old tiny rage king, and he's just gonna walk around here. And then when he dies, the phoenix keeps him alive, and the rage is just like, it's still there. And he does get some pretty good value, but I do wish I had the spiky ball. This base is just completely, I don't even think it mattered what strategy you use on this base. It would have been tripled anyway. This was not a good base for sure. But you guys seriously need to try this Cookbook army out, because I feel like anybody can use this. I mean, even at like lower trophies, like it's just really, really strong and simple, and most people can use it because it only has 1 epic equipment in it. Alright, y'all, that's the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to drop a like. Drop a comment for any other armies that you guys want to see. Go try this Cookbook army out for yourself. It's actually really, really good. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video.